SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there gets him down to the 6-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And in for the Steelers, touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset.
And the pressure gets to him again. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to float this one deep right side. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chargers at 6-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Deron Payne. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on second down. Back to throw, Pickett. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Herbert. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Herbert back to the air. This will be caught at about the 3. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Yeah, that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Pickett sets up play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Harris running straight ahead. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Pickett back to throw. Touchdown! Najee Harris from 8 yards out. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Herbert on 1st down now. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 31, Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 131 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Pickett to throw on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Down inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Man, 216 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Herbert throwing again. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Isaiah Spiller with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That's taken on the 25. Nifty move.
Don't give him nothing.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. On third down, here's Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Sliding out of the pocket. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit it, live in the moon, and I'm smoking computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky.